Hold on, I'm clipping it to the phone holder. Welcome to my desk. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and today is Tuesday, September 10th. I have a lot of things I want to do. Slow stitch. I want to work on this card box. Penelope's here. I want to work in my art journal. I want to do some fussy cutting. So we're just going to do several different projects. This is Derwin, my little dragon for 2024, the year of the dragon. Becky gifted Derwin to me. He likes to creep around my desk. All right. So last Sunday was my last stream. Hi, Arlene. Welcome in. We did these doodle drawings. And they're still out on my desk. You can see I haven't been in here. Let me get to my stream over on my tablet so that I can welcome folks in. I got some things done this weekend, but not quite as much. Who do I have here? Somebody else here. Hold on, we don't want that. Let me get out of it. Let me go to my live. There we are. Arlene is here. How are you doing, Arlene? Good morning, good morning. Jacqueline's here. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, let's take these. Let's see. I think this was the first one I did. I kind of shortened his nose. So that's card 1. The crane was card 2. I think this was card, well, that's card 4. The doodles here were card 3. The eagle was card 4, and I ended it up with this prelate. He's a prelate. All right, prelate meaning a figure in the church, an ecclesiastical figure. So let me put these over here. I think I'll work on my card box first. Let me fix my camera a little. I think it has to come down a little. How is that? Is that a little better? Not quite. Hold on. Oh. It's hard to get it adjusted. Let's see. I don't want this part up here showing. So let me move it just a teeny bit. Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm still adjusting my camera. It's being stubborn this morning. Whoops, that was the wrong way. How is that? Do 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 do. Do do do. Back to where I was. Let's see. I'm playing with my camera. There we go. Don't move it, Meri. That's as good as it's going to get. I got the lid to this box done. This is my card box. So today, there's some stamps in there. Today I want to start on the, well, I don't have to do the bottom. So I just need to do the sides here. So I think this might be pretty easy. Now, forget what I put this on with. Yes paste or glue. I think I used yes paste on this. That's what we're going to use. That's what I'm going to use. And let's see, I might have enough down here at the bottom. I want to get the entire Now, I'm going to have to tear it because these are offset. I'll only get a part of them on. Unless I come down a little bit more. If I come down this far, yeah, I guess so. Come down just a little more. I'm not going to have quite enough, but I got some up at the top. So right here is where I want to fold it. I have a whole nother sheet. Well, actually, I have more. So that is approximately 3 inches. Maybe more like 2 3/4. Do you think I could fold this straight all the way across? I don't think so. And I'm ending up with 3 1/2. All right, come on, Mary. 2 3/4. All right. Is that 2 3/4 or 3 1/2? Boy, what made me think it was 2 3/4? It's more like 3 3/4. I think I'm good here. Good enough. I'm going to cut this strip off, so of course I have stuff in my lap. I wonder if I could tear it. Let's put that this way. Get the stuff off my desk so I have room to work. I want to do some fussy cutting in here. Welcome in if you're just come in. I'm still kind of getting adjusted here. All right, we're going to try to tear this off. Right where I creased it there. It's a big, long piece. Right here. I was up at 3:30 this morning. I was hunting out fabric for this week's art journal page, slow stitch journal page, which the theme is home. And I was looking for fabrics to represent the house where I'm at now. And I was digging all through till I found the pieces I want. They're behind me. Okay, now this piece I'm just going to save off. Maybe I'll put it in my art journal. Now, I'm going to get my box out again here. And figure out where I want to tear. This. We want it right down here at the bottom. So I think right in here. I'm just going to get his head cut off there. But that's the way it's going to be because, well, I guess I could take a bit more of their body off over here. There, that's better. Right there. Pretty good. So this would be, I have such a hard time seeing that ruler with the light glare on it. From here to up here is 4.5 inches to right. Well, more like 4 inches, I guess. No, 4.5. Well, no, because I don't have it straight. 4 and... Well, from here to here is 4, but I got a little gap over here of about a half inch. So about 4.5 inches. Let's see if I... I might have to adjust it just a little bit more. But I'm going to make it 4.5 inches. It's kind of hard to handle this stuff because it's so bulky. So from 4.5 inches would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half would be right in. You know what? I'm going to tear the rest of this off because it's in my way. I want to get this card box done because I want to get my cards organized. When I was cleaning my stash, I found some fall-like hello cards that I made, oh, probably a couple of years ago. Never used them, but I like them. I think I was looking for stuff to put on them. Okay, now let me get this out of the way. And then I can work with this. And I was working from the bottom here at 4.5 inches. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half would be right. Right in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 1/2 actually goes over to the bottom. Probably would be easier to do this in little strips, but 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1/2 would be right about to there. You mark it with a pen. There. Right here. I see Becky, I just saw her thumbnail as I was coming on. I see she was working in her fall journal. I'm kind of doing some fall pages in my journal, or I had. I don't know if I'm going to continue it. Probably go on to some other pages because I got lots to do. Got lots of scraps. I'm trying to use up my scraps. All right, we're just going to tear along these marks here. If I can. And it's gotten a little off here. I have to cut that, I think. Because it's not going to tear. And rather than try to continue tearing that, I'm going to snip it off. And let's measure some more. Like that ruler with the light glaring. Right there. Here. And there. And there. So this will go on 3 sides. And then I need a piece out of here, which will work nice at 4.5 by however. Maybe we'll do it on this side. 4.5. Be right in here. A pearl will be on today, but I won't be there. We have my grandniece plays volleyball, and we're going to her game. So I will not be at Pearl's. I'm trying to hold back on the money a little this month, catch up on my obligations. I'm waiting for my new debit card to come in, so I can't spend much anyway, which is okay. They said it was, I got an email saying it was on its way, so. All right, now I think I can, let's take these and hold them up. We'll use these in my art journal. Maybe I'll do a little of that this morning. And then this piece can go back into the, well, we'll put it in the box. All right. This will go in my art journal maybe. So now, I need my box. I'm going to start out here. And I'm going to have to bring this down. And I think I got it pretty good here. I'll have to trim off the bottom. Let me look at chat and welcome folks in. Let me set my chat filter. This camera bugs me. Now I have to go up a little. I made it worse. Cannot get that corner. Okay. I'll set the quality on my tablet. From 144, everything looks fuzzy. Advanced. 1080. Now I got the bottom piece showing. I don't know. I'm just not having. Let me zoom in a little then. That's probably a little too much, but there we go. All right. Arlene is here. Good morning, Arlene. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. Hi, Dar. Arlene says she's got to go wash out her paintbrushes. Becky says, I'm going to be sewing a bit, so I'll be away from my screen a bit. Okay, Becky. If you're listening, good morning. She says, I hope everybody is having a nice day so far. Joni, which Joni came in? Am I missing somebody? Hi, Joni. Dar, Arlene. I don't see where you came in, Joni. Becky said good morning. Arlene saying good morning. She says, Becky says, yes, paste. This is tissue paper. If you're talking to me, Arlene, it's not fabric, it's tissue paper. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Not so fast, Joni. Good morning, Joni. Welcome in. Welcome in. And I'm back up at the top where Arlene and Jacqueline came in. Lovely Crafting Lodge. So good morning, ladies. Welcome in. Thank you for sharing your Monday morning with me. Tuesday morning. It feels like Monday to me. And I think I used Yes Paste. So that's what I'm going to use again. It's got a fold in it here. So let's see what kind of a deal I can do here. Got to find my Yes Paste right here. And I need a towel. And one of my spatulas to clean the, I leave these in the water and they're metal and plastic so it doesn't hurt them. I need to clean out my water jug over there. Okay, where am I going to put this? I'm going to use off of the sides and under the rims. I think that's what I used to put on the lid, and I really like how it is holding it down. And there'll be some scraping here. I hope that doesn't bother you guys too bad. And I'll just put a little on at a time here. Kind of making sure my paste is all spread out. I'm about halfway through the box on that. So let's take my piece and see what I can do. Let's see, the top is a little bit higher. Yeah, that's what I like about the Yes Paste, is it is adjustable. Can't see where I'm going too well here. Some wax paper. Hold on. Use wax paper to smooth that down. This is going to be it's a wooden box that I got at Goodwill. It was painted, it was zebras. They were zebras stripes on here, and I painted it with white craft paint to knock the zebras away, stripes away. And It's going to be a card box to hold the cards. I want to make more cards. And I'm kind of holding this at a slant so I can see where the bare, when I see from the light where the bare spots are, I can put glue on them. Okay. And I think when I slant it this way, I can see better where the tissue paper needs to go. Smooth it down. Let's see, I'm going to catch this edge over here. Corner. Yeah, I was digging through my fabrics early this morning. I think I've got enough white. I buy the white because if I want to dye it or stain it or you know, and it makes nice background for slow stitching the background fabrics. But boy, I was hunting for light blue. I finally found some on the back of those placemats of that journal I did, but I wanted light blue for the sky. And I think I went through every sack in my pile of fabrics. I finally found it. So I hope to at least draw the design and get it going this morning, but I probably won't slow stitch on it much. Here. All right, wait, hold on. It's going to be a little crooked. I'm going to have to maybe trim a little there. Come on, bud. Yeah, hold on here. This is a lot, it's yes, paste gets a little messy, but it's a lot less messy than wet glue when you're applying it. So you can see some of the zebra stripes, but I think this will cover them up enough to, it'll just fall into the background. And I'm going to have to trim in here, but I can do that, I think. So, and we only have to do the sides here. Make sure I get my corners good. And I can kind of see where the bare spots are when the light, because I'm got it my head at such an angle that I can see like where the bare spots are on here. And if you get all of those covered, you'll have less chance of little bubbles in your fabric where the, you know, the tissue paper doesn't get glued down because there's no glue under it, because there's a bare spot. And I can kind of hear too my palette knife is real soft where all the glue is, but over here it scratches where there's no glue, so I can kind of tell that way too. All right, we're only going to do half of this. The lid to my yes paste. Alrighty, making progress. Now the lid tends to fall off, come off. So I'm going to see if I can't make a hinge for it out of fabric. I don't know if it'll be possible with this box, but I'm going to try. I can always take it off again if it doesn't work. I think I got that pretty good. And then this side I don't have quite, I'm just lacking just a teeny bit. And I might be able to get that off of here. Oh look. It follows this pattern right there. So let's glue this down. I'm going to have to turn that. I got my fan, my little table fan going, but it's pointed the other way. After I get done with this tissue paper, I'm going to have to turn it back toward me. It's getting warm. We do have the air conditioner going, but I'm not getting much benefit from it. Now, this will probably be all I need. Sure I have all my corners and the edges. I'll put this down, and then I'll come with this. I need a little bit of glue on top of that, right on here. I lucked out there. It matches, almost. All right, now I have to, do I want to cut those off or glue them down? glue them down and paint them, I think. Whew. So let's glue these down. Well, let's tear this off. Or cut it off, or do whatever you do, Meri. Get the big piece off first. Really, I could do this better with my finger for these little pieces. Get messy. It gets messy. We'll kind of tear that. That down yet. Alrighty. Now, the top here. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. Good here. I need to, I don't know if my scissors will trim that. Looks like it did. Yay! It's onto my fingers now. Won't get off of them. side's pretty good. I got this to deal with. My fingers are all sticky now. Alrighty. Let me clean up my mess a little. All those little pieces are sticking onto my fingers. Make sure that's nice and tight. Let me clean off my fingers a little. Fingertips. Okay. Throw that away and get a clean one out. And then I'll come out and look at chat. I think I'm going to let this dry a little because that yes paste is still damp, wet, and I think I'm going to paint the bottom, so that'll help secure the little pieces down here. And see the lid to it fits on there nice. It's a nice box now. I don't know if I want that one side there, maybe like this. We've got the top pieces going that way and the bottom pieces going this way, but that's okay because, you know, it's pretty much the same. But this lid tends to flip off, and I'm wondering if I can't just put a piece of a hinge. I might have to hinge it on the outside too. Hinge it here and on the inside, but I'm going to do that another day. We're just going to let this dry. So I'm going to put my tissue paper back in here, except for what I'm going to use in my journal. That's not tissue paper. I had another sheet. I'll find it when I find it, I guess. We're going to put this in my journal. All right, let me set this behind me, and then I'll come out and chat. I'm liking my box. I'm liking it a lot. This side is good. This side, well, you can think of that as trees, and yeah. It's good enough for me. I'm happy with it. Let me set it down over here. And let's get out my journal and put this tissue in it. If I can find my journal, what did I do with it? I put it over here. And I have some papers. I noticed I have this. I think this is a signature, but I like this. I like this front page. I wonder I didn't stitch that down. It's just, I like this. I might slip this in my journal because I might take this off. I don't like this red. Don't know if I can take it off. I'll deal with that later. This says, looks like I started working in this. I have several pages done. Maybe I'll incorporate this into here. We'll see. Set it up here for now. We want to put these tissue papers. Don't need that. And I think I'll just use a glue stick to do this. And let's see. I worked on, these are my fall pages here. I worked on this one last. Whoops. This one last. So they really are coming out nice. This isn't fall here. Some tissue paper, and how do I want to do it? Everything falls. Come on, I creased you good. Put that there. We'll put this one here. Doesn't want to tear very well. Why not? I don't know. I don't know. I'll cut it. I'm gonna put this one up here. And put it way up there. Like that. And then I'll work with something in there. So I'm just going to use my glue stick to put this in. I don't want to get out that yes paste again. Or the wet glue. And then we're going to put this piece right in here. Maybe over a little. I didn't need to glue that bottom part down, but I did. Okay, now let's take a little snippet, put over here. I cut a little snip off, didn't I? I'll cut this off. Let's put it this way. That's okay. It's got a little weird there, but that's all right. Now, do I want to put some in here? Maybe cover up a little of that yellow that's peeking through. Let's put that man. Yeah. In here. Over a little. That's pretty good. Get a hold of it here. Pretty good. Not perfect. Nothing I do is perfect. But I like it. So I'll have to figure out, this is kind of background here. I'll figure out what I want to put on there. Do I want to put more toile in there? I think I'll save this other for another time. Put my scissors away, keep my towel out. I've got a strip. I could put some strips in here someplace. things just fall. Where'd my scissors go? All right, where'd they go off to? I'm looking for my scissors. Did they fall? I don't know. I guess I put them back in the bucket. There we go. We got another piece here. Where am I going to put that? On this green sheet? Yeah. And let's just fold it over. See how this stays. I kind of like this Pin Plus Deer glue. Arlene gifted me this Yoo-hoo. I'm selfish with it. I'll use it for something nicer. All right, let's get this out of the way. I want to put, do I want to save this? I think I want to save this. I've got this piece, and I was thinking I'd take the Santa Claus off and save him for Christmas. And these are dolls, and they're stitched on there. I think I'm going to take this stitching out. That's the advantage of stitching on it. You can pull your threads out pretty easy. And we'll save the Santa and the dolls for another day. I have the snowflake. I like the hanger. I'm going to leave the snowflake on there because I like the dangle. And it represents a door. I'm going to take that off. It's coming off anyway. I'm disassembling it. I don't know how I put that on there. I think with glue or a staple. There. Kind of like it like that. I'm going to leave the dangle. Now, what am I going to do here? I could just kind of stitch it there, but then that would cover up. I need to stitch it. Let's see. I need a little piece is what I need. Got to figure out how I want to do it. It should just be stitched in a corner somehow like that, so it would open. Yeah, but not on that sheet. Let's go back. Oh look, there's a little piece. So if I stitch it down there, it's not very strong. What else do I have in here? That's strong. This first signature I put in upside down, but I don't mind because I'm going to paint on it anyway. That's strong. That was an address. Stronger page. I want a strong page. Oh, it's catching on the... I don't know. This is pretty precarious. I think I'm going to take it off. And if I want to use it again, I will. I'm kind of liking it here. If I put it there and just stitch down that way, then it can open up and close up. So Penelope... She says, yes, Mary. I have a big needle or two, but do I have big thread? What I want to do is stitch down this way. I might have to go out in the living room and get a piece of crochet thread. I don't think I have any behind me. Okay, let me turn around. I don't think I have any thread behind me. I'll be right back. Hold the phone. If you're holding close to a phone, hold on to it. I'll be right back. I had to find some thread that did not have tatting attached to it. I have several skeins of crochet thread out there, but they all have tatting attached to it. Well, it's started pieces. we're going to use this. It's kind of a gold thread. It's not really a needlework thread per se. It's kind of rough. It's more of a string, a thin string, but it works. And so, that's what I'm going to do is sew. I want to go right down here. Should I start at the top maybe? Let me turn this around. Get in there. Gonna leave a good length hanging because now the hard part is getting it back through at a decent point here. Well, it wasn't too hard. It's a little off there. Let me come just a little over. Scraps here in my way. And I'm going to give this a little tie. And again. Now, if I manage to go straight, hopefully it'll come through straight on the other side. Fairly straight, but I don't want my stitches those far apart. If my head gets in the way, I apologize. I have to see where I go, where I'm going here. This is something you really need to do before you put it in. I mean, before you bind your journal, but you know, I have no idea what I'm going to use when I bind my journal. It gets a little harder as I go down to the middle. It's a little bit harder to hold on to. It's going a little slanty. I don't want it so slanty. Is that better? Yeah. I think I was going to come out and chat, and I got distracted. Sorry about that. That good? No, that's off. Can't see where my stitch is going. Sometimes I can feel it. Feel that point. Now it's caught on. My head might get in the way while I'm trying to see where my stitch is going. I can do it pretty good from the front, but when you get over here to the back, it's kind of hard to see. I'm almost done. Didn't do too bad there. Yeah, it wants to catch on stuff. This is an envelope. I think this one was sent to me by Linda. Let's see who I have here. No, this was a Ruth Lamb envelope. I got her name, and then she had her address there, and I put some Chinese washi tape down across it so that it wouldn't, the address wouldn't show. But I'll think of Ruth Lamb when I see her name there. Now I'm down at the bottom. That went in pretty good. Let me see. I think I want to tie a knot and leave a little dangle. And let's see what I have in my little desk scatter box that I might put in there. On that for a dangle. Oh look, we've got these ladies. This jewelry. I decided not to put that bird cage on that postcard, but look, I've got these little. I like the idea of these little guys. I think these beads came from Pearl. Put that back over here. Things are floating away on me. Keep those out. I might use them. I might get off of there. Somebody sent me this very delicate die cut. My thread is holding on to it. Let's cut. Oh, just about ready to cut the thread. All right, let's take one of these. It says made with love. I think they all say made with love. I got these, I think, from Pearl too, because it's got Meri A on it. Derwin, what are you doing? I'm going to be knocked off on the floor here. I'm going to save this little white piece if I can. I might use it on that snowflake. Will my needle fit through that? I think it will. Through the... If I can find it. It has a dangle there. Doesn't it? Oh, I guess not. My needle isn't going to fit through, but the thread should. Unthread my needle. Need to thread my needle back. Luckily, this needle has a large enough eye that there we go. Little dangle. I'm going to tie another knot in it. Oh, this thread wants to catch on anything. And then I'm going to come up again to my fabric. And tie a knot up here. Maybe I'll go under it one more time. There we go. Got a little dangle there. Now let's see. I've got a dangle here, but I think I'm just going to leave that thread hang for now. I'm going to put those back in my drawer here. My little jewelry box, my little scatter box. Okay. Penelope, do you want that needle back? So there we go. I'm liking that. Now, I'll eventually find something to put on here. I didn't like that snowflake. I took it off. I think I'll save it for a Christmas page. I'm going to put that in my box. It was getting in my way. So, what do I have left here? thread, a tissue paper. I'm going to save the scraps. I'm going to towel, wax paper. I've got this writing. Oh, I've got this piece. Ooh, I kind of like that. I've got bobby pin and a pumpkin and this gold piece here. So let's see, for that gold, let's go back to the autumn pages. Let's glue this in. Actually, I'd like that gold to be back on that. It doesn't quite fit. Well, I could smear some gold on the back of this. I think I will. Do some finger painting here. I think I was using this color. Let's just smear some gold on it. I don't think there's too much left in here. Too bad I threw those wax paper things away. Let's tear a piece of this. This should dry pretty fast. Throw that away. My glue back, my paint back. Still got a little left in it. Got my little Christmas angel, little Christmas bell. I'm surprised they haven't broken her. Where can I put her that's safe? I have no safe places left, Angel. I'll put her up here on the shelf. No, she doesn't quite fit. Maybe if I adjust things a little. There's my watercolor I was looking for. No, that's not going to be safe. By the time I get my heat gun out, see, we're going to make got these from Pearl. I'm going to make another Christmas tree when Christmas, probably December. I made one last year and it's still out in the windowsill. It really kind of looks good out there. It doesn't look Christmassy at all. I'm looking for my heat gun. I'm finding everything else. All right. Let's see. By the time I find it, what did I do with it? I thought I had it here. It disappeared on me. All the phone things are falling. That's kind of par for course in this room. I don't know what I did with my heat gun. I don't even see the cord to it. I must have put it away good. think. I did put it away good. I think the paint's almost dry. We'll give it a good little drying. Heat gonna hurt. Now to unplug it, I don't like leaving it plugged in. I only found it because I found the cord. I followed the yellow brick road, the dirty cord road. It's a dirty cord. Alright. I generally keep it on the little ledge over there. Alright. So the reason I did that is because I want to put this like this and have that gold show through over here. And that'll prevent this from catching on to things. So first thing I'm going to do is glue my page down, and then I'll come in and glue in there. So, I don't know. We'll glue stick it. We're going to try. Is that gonna stick down for me? I think it's gonna do a pretty good job. Depends on how well I glue. Alrighty, now I'm going to take my fine art glitter glue and glue in here on the back of this and stick it down that way. I'm loving this. Thank you so much, Laura Vasquez and Renee Little Red Wagon, Renee Suzanne, and Laura. I sure do appreciate this fine art glitter glue. I have used and used and used it. Bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. They said, I knew Meri would like it once she got her hands on it. And let me put the pin back in before I lose it. Put it back on the shelf where it belongs. There we go. I'm liking that. I seem to be doing autumn pages in here. It's turning out pretty nice, except for this. I feel like painting this gold with a gold wash. Ooh, you know what I'll use? I'm gonna get my fingers messy. Let's use some of this gelato in a jar, metallic gold, and see what happens here. need more. Looks like I'm peeling it off there. I didn't get that glued down good. Hold on. Glue stick is getting used up. Now, do I want to, I'm debating. I think I'll leave them, for the most part, uncovered. I think I got a face in there, but I've been wanting to get messy in this journal for a long time. Yep. Using off of the sides of this jar. That's what I need to do when you have your paints and stuff. If you get off of the sides before it gets dry and everything, I got this is Derivan, Derivan screen ink. I got this from Annie V probably about 3 years ago now. And she sent me some, and it was a copper color. And when she saw that it wasn't gold, she went and bought me some gold. And this is quite expensive, lady. I probably would not have bought this for myself, because it comes from Australia, and I imagine it's the import that's costing probably not that expensive in Australia as it is here. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. All right, I think I'm happy with this. My fingers, my hands are gold. I don't know if any of that will come off. I don't think so. I'll have to. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That kind of makes it fall into the fall colors here. And let me wash my hands again here. Bring my hand sanitizer down. Come on, little jar. Little jar. I got these beads from Becky and Norma. I think Becky sent me one of these when we were doing boho. She sent me one of them. I don't know which one. And these all bracelets came from Norma. Sue Hill sent me some bracelets. Bless their hearts. I sure appreciate you guys. Can't keep up with all the goodness, though. I'm trying to get the gold off of my fingers here. Gold finger. Alrighty, let's put this back. I'm happy with that. Alright, let me come out and chat a bit. I've been ignoring you guys. Not ignoring you, just involved in what I'm doing. Let me reset chat and come out, and we'll set this over to here, I guess. And let me refresh my chat. Chat filter. Top messages. Chat filter. All messages. Jacqueline says, howdy, Kim. Hi, Kimberly. I think I said hello to Kimberly. Jacqueline's here. Meri has the Midas touch. Well, only on the paint side. I wish I had the Midas touch as far as money goes, but that's not happening for me. But that's okay. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm not suffering. So thank you, Lord, for your providing. Let's see. Anina, hi. Oh, Anina was here and left. Arlene says, Anina, have a blessed day. She says, bye, everyone. Have to go. I missed her. Arlene says, oh, geez, Facebook just notified me it was someone's birthday. I have no clue who they are, and we have no friends in common. I know. I've noticed that a lot. If I don't recognize a name, I don't send a happy birthday. I wish they wouldn't do that. But I appreciate their birthdays. And they don't give out all the birthdays, because I think I missed Beth Schuler's until after she thanked everybody for the happy birthday wishes. Let's see. Becky's laughing. Ruth, I may send you a message later if I get stuck on this. Oh, Ruth was in here? Yeah, Becky has a knitting chat this afternoon. Don't miss it if you're interested in knitting. I think they're just getting, she said they're just getting together and knitting. It's not a class. But they're, it's kind of for beginners, and the advanced people can help the beginners if they have questions. So, oh, it's not this afternoon. I'm sorry, today's Tuesday. I was thinking this was Monday. It's on Mondays. It's on Monday afternoons. Becky's probably already corrected me. Ruth was here. She says, good morning, Arlene. I don't know if she's still out there listening. Angie says, Meri, I did good at the town festival last night. I made $42 for this small town. That's good, because some crafters do make nothing. Yeah, well, good for you, Angie. That'll buy you something. $42 will buy you a nice little artsy gift, or fabric, or whatever, yarn, or whatever you have your eyes set on. Good for you. You keep that up. Angie popped in. Anina was here and I missed her. Anina says, so good, Meri. I'm stuck on how you put a signature, how you put the signature in, so I will ignore and do ATC and gel prints at the moment. She was stuck on how I was doing. Well, I was figuring it out myself. I was sewing that piece in. Where did I sew it? Right here. I sewed this little canvas piece in. But speaking of signatures, well, wait, I want to get, Anita was here, Dar is here, this is where Becky came in, she's waving. Belinda Smith, good morning, Belinda, if you're out there yet. Mina popped in. Mina, if you're listening, good morning. She says she's going to be listening today. She's not typing. Belinda Smith says, good morning, Meri. Becky says, hello and good morning to all that have come in while I had my back turned to the computer. Yeah, I was concentrating on what I've been doing in this journal. Dar says, I'm such a wimp for those bells ringing ceremonies. Turn me into a blubbering mess. Oh, the little Christmas bells? Yeah, and I can't go up any further, so let's go down. Kimberly says, oh, there's Laura. Hi, Jersey. Good morning. Ruth says, sure, Becky, I hope I can help. So, yeah, see, there's what Becky said. It's not today, Meri, it was yesterday. Pam, hi, Pam. Stitch It, Pam. Good morning, ladies. So, I do have this that I pulled out of the scrap bag there. And I realized it's a whole signature right here. Home away from home. And that's kind of fallish. And here I got home again. And it looks like I've worked in these. A garden is a canvas where nature and art become one. Ideas wanted. As you water your garden, you water your dreams. In a simple and peaceful cottage with a beautiful view, you will not be dreaming about a palace or the heavens because you already have a perfect thing. And that's where I stopped, I think. No, I got something on the back of this page. Oh, I got more in here. So I'm wondering if I can take this entire signature and see, this book is, well, it's kind of thick. Whoops, there's more editor off the... Penelope says, help! She's got me by the hair. Oh, I got her by the needle thread here. Well, sorry, Penelope, we'll put you up on your pedestal. I don't know if I can get another signature in there. It's thick enough to, I mean, it will hold another one, but I really, unless I put it right in here. And I sewed those signatures in before I glued the thing down. So how would I do that? It would fit in there, but it's gonna make it bulky. So maybe I'll just hold it for another. Or I could take out of it, because I like this page. I like this home away from home. I could put that in there and just sew it to the back of this page. Well, and you know, I don't like this red here. I was taking it off. It's sewed on. So let me take off this red. It's bothering me. Sometimes I do things and I don't like them after I've done them. But luckily, that's just interfacing, I think. It's on my finger. Luckily, I just sewed this on so we can snip it off. Well, I got some tape there. So, sewed it and taped it down. It's stitched up here. That's glued down, I think. Here, I don't know what I did. But we're taking it up. I don't like it there. Scrap. And I'll find something else to put there. But I kind of like this. I'm not helped on this page, the garden stuff. I like this. I'm not even, this talks about farms and gardens. I'm not even too helped on this. Let's take this stuff off. Mary, what are you doing? I'm playing. If you're not happy with something, you can change it. See, I'm liking this. Home away from home. And that really goes with these colors here. I don't want to mess that up. But it kind of goes right there. Doesn't it? Yeah. So how are you going to put it down? I think I'll put it down with double-sided tape. And I can still use this for something. So, let's use my tape. Collect moments, not things. Yeah. And thank you, Laura Vasquez, for the double-sided tape. Bless your heart. She's such a generous person. I know she's given to a lot of people, Laura has. Bless her heart. And she didn't miss me, that's for sure. She gave me the Tim Holtz little, I got it over here, the mini stapler. And she gifted me this tabletop. She's sent me several packages of double-sided tape. She sent me garden seed. She's even sent me some money. So Laura, I don't think you're in here today, but we're sending you blessings. I hope for everything that you blessed other people that you get it all back. I tore that completely off. I didn't mean to. I was talking about Laura. I'll just do the Becky bend on that. See if I can do it here. Yeah. Get that paper off of it. Yeah. Now, I want it to go. I can have it come over a little. Right in there, I think. Get rid of my little scrappies. Yay! Whoops. Give the needle back to, or the pen back to Penelope. All right, I'm liking that. Kind of the colors. I got a piece of lace on there. Got a little bit of tape right in there. I'm going to see if I can't pull it down and tuck it in. There. So, what else do I have here? I don't really go for, I'm not happy with my farm pages. Gardeners Teach Us. Let's see what else I have in here that I want to use. Home. I like that. Ideas Wanted. I kind of like that page. It's on the back as Home. Got some, I think these are some of Angie's yo-yos. So I was playing in this book. Kind of like this. I might put this in another journal. I got a lot of gardening quotes in here. We'll just tuck that in and let's see what else I want to do here. I'm stuck on my journaling today, I guess. What time is it? It's only 8 o'clock. I have an hour. I wanted to do some fussy cutting and slow stitching. So maybe I will put this stuff away for now. What's this? Oh, another golden page. wax papers. I'm always reaching for them when I do my gluing. So towels. I don't know what's going on there. Chinese writing. I'm looking for a bag. I have this stuff out for the slow stitch that I was doing. Let me just fold it up here. I'll put it in with my slow stitch stuff. And postcards that I'm still going to get them mailed. Napkins. Right? Napkins? No, that's still that fabric for the inside of this journal. Let's put it with that. Oh, a baggie. Good. Alright, I think I gotta quit here or I'll be cleaning my entire desk off. That's a pretty napkin. I might save that out. See if I can fit this in here. It's pretty well torn anyway. Tore it right down the side. Alrighty, I'm getting ready to move on to something else here. Let me put these behind me. When you do this stuff, you get a lot of stuff out on your desk that I have this t-shirt yarn. I think I might try to do what Becky told me to do and cut it at a slant. I might do that next. Hold the phone. I'll put this red piece that I tore off in my little scrappy teddy bear. He's getting in my way. Now he's put away. And I still want to put this in, but we'll do that another time. And I want to put these in. Let's just put them inside. And this pretty die cut. I think I got that from Deb. I'm not sure. I'm going to put this wax paper in the back because I might need it. All right. So, I worked in this journal this morning and we did several things. I put that little, I don't know where I did with him. This little piece in. We stitched him in. I'll be putting something on this, probably a fabric cluster or something. We did that. I put this page in. What else did I do? Oh, I worked on this golden page here. I also covered my little card box this morning. So that's about all I've done so far. I'm going to put these in my little scatter box. My Santa Claus. I can hardly find the way to the drawer anymore. Get in there. It's getting pretty full. Derwin's got his foot in there. Get out of that drawer. He says, quit tossing me around. Penelope, help. All right. So let me put this aside. And let's play with the t-shirt fabric. I gave up on this. I was so discouraged because I was cutting it wrong. And I have not looked at K3N's page to see how she did it. I thought I was cutting it like her, but I'm going to do what Becky said to do. What I understood Becky to say. And so I was cutting it wrong, and so I cut these strips. See, I think I got these right. But when I started cutting these, I was cutting point to point. And you don't cut point to point. You cut at an angle, Becky says. But if I cut at an angle... No, wait, I got too much stuff out here. These are my... I'll stitch those together. That'll be something else. I'll stitch it all together if I mess up here. I'll get it unfolded here. So if you cut at an angle, what's to prevent it from this part from coming? I still don't understand. Because if I cut from this point to this point, it'll cut this off. If I cut from this point to this point at an angle, it would cut. Maybe I don't cut clear through. No. I'm going to have to study it again. Becky's probably telling me. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Cheryl. How are you doing? Pearl's Finds. Pearl just saw my invoice, and I took care of it. Thank you. Was Pearl in here? Hi, Pearl. Pearl has a sale this afternoon. Pearl, I won't be there because my grandniece has a volleyball game. We like to go to her games, but bless your heart, I'll catch up with you probably sometime after the middle of the month. I love Pearl's. Pearl, did you see what I did with the placemats that I got from you? Let me get it out here. I just had it out. I made this journal cover. I made this journal cover out of those placemats. I don't know if you recognize them or not. And I think I got this fabric that I used on the inside page here in one of your fabric bundles that you did. And I used, of course, this is washi tape here. But this, and then I've slow stitched with gold embroidery thread across here. I don't know if you can see it too well. Trying to hold it up. Yeah, you can see it there. And here I slow stitched. And this t-shirt bundle, I'm going to have to go watch K3N again. I don't want to cut into this and do it wrong, and I know I'm not understanding it. So I'm just going to throw this back up. But speaking of fabrics, that's where I'm going to go next. Welcome in, Pearl. K3N, I'm get out my bag of fabric that I brought in. K3N, and a lot of this fabric I got from Pearl. K3N did a home page, and see, Pearl, this is another one of my, I pinned this together my last stream, and I'm slow stitching it. This part is all basted down. These are just little leftover pieces that I have, which is why I told you when you have little scraps, you know, if you can ever find time to bag them up, I do stuff like this. It makes a nice little journal cover. I still have basting to do in here. But here, maybe you recognize this. This all came from Pearl. I need to press it. I'm waiting until I get it all based. But I'm working on that. But what I work on today is the next page for K3N. This I got on Facebook Marketplace. It's a nice piece of sampler fabric. And let's see, how far down do I want to go here? I got some more little scraps. Not that I don't have scraps. And this scissors fabric, I got it at the, I couldn't resist it. I could not resist it. I got it at the quilt store. It's all scissors. And this will probably go on a journal, probably a sewing journal. Look, they put feet on those scissors. So this will probably go on a sewing journal in the future sometime. Let's see how far down I want to go here. I think to here. Maybe I'll pull that out. All right, let me get this bag behind me. What I want to do, well, I don't need this out. Put it behind me. What I want to do here, and Pearl, I love that you give us these big bags. Of course, this is from the quilt store here. But I love that you give us these big bags. Thank you so much for those. What I want to do, get these out of the way. My needles, I'm going to keep those out. These little scraps I can put away. All right. She did a page that she's calling Home. And I'm going to start with a blue background for the sky, but I need a piece of white. And my pages are my pages are bigger in my journal, but I make my pieces that I stitch about 4 1/4 or 4 1/2 by 7. So I've got the sky, I've got the grass. I think I got this fabric from Pearl too. I don't know if she recognizes it or not. And I've got this, and I debated what I have pretty bad lighting. It's so dark in there. I think this is green. I think this came from Daksha, is that her name? The little Indian lady. This is awfully thin, but I like how if you put it down, you can still see the flowers under it. Oh, here's my white. So the white will come under here for the base, not the whole thick, just a layer of it. It'll be my base fabric. So I have sky. Then our house is kind of a light blue-gray, but I'm going to make it blue. So this is going to be the house. And I'm going to use little fabric scraps for the windows and the doors. Now I want a tree to represent the walnut tree. And I have this. Of course, this is a leaf here, but I thought this would make a nice, if I could get some off for a tree trunk. And I had some green. I don't know what I did with it. I may have not brought it out, or it could still be in the sack. I have some green that I'm going to use for the tree trunk. And then I'm going to have black walnuts and hollyhocks on here. And you could have to imagine the little doors and the windows on here. But this is going to kind of be the basis of my, I might put some red, some floral in here too. I'm sure I probably got this from Pearl. Because she has all these sheets that are, she loves her florals. I had some darker green that I wanted to use for leaves for the trees. So what I need to do here, these are my choices of fabric. Now I'm not going to, what I want to do is design it. So, but I wanted to show you the colors. The black I got out just in case I wanted some accents, the blacks and the reds. And this is just a piece of music fabric that fell out of another bag. And this, I thought I could use this somewhere too. I'm not sure. So these other pieces I got out. I thought I got to get gold on there somehow. So these other pieces I'm just going to put behind me. Except for this, I want this out. And these pieces I'm going to kind of fold up for the house itself, for when I get to stitching. But what I want to do is get a piece of paper and show you my thoughts of what I want to do for this house. See, I think I got these from Pearl. These pieces here, yummy pieces, in the last package that I opened from her. I saved them out. But what I want to do is put these that are not quite making the cut, but I'm saving them out in case I need them. That's what I dug out this morning for my house page. Let me put these in here and put them behind me. And of course, I'm stepping on something, which happens to be tissue paper from Pearl. Pearl, I covered a box this morning with this tissue paper. A wooden box I'm going to use for my cards. I got this tissue paper from Pearl. The box is down here too, somewhere. I'm going to run over this stuff with my chair if I don't move it. Alright, so let me look at chat here. That blue chiffon would make grout, but it looks blue in the camera, but it's really more of a teal color. It's not the true blue that you see in the camera. It's kind of a teal color, but it would still kind of make some. I probably have some thin white. I probably have some in one of these bags here. I'm gonna keep it out here. Let me see. I got these. These I didn't get from Pearl. These I got from Johnny a long time ago. She was selling these bags full of little pieces like this. I don't know if I have any white in here, but it's all kind of chiffon-y, scarfy material. Oh, there's some green. This would make green leaves for the trees, wouldn't it? In here. Let's pull this out. There's a bunch of it. There, I'm gonna keep this out for the trees. I'm sure I probably have white. This is not thin, but this is more of a ribbon type thing. You just have to, I get all this stuff from, I've had this around for quite a while because I haven't purchased from Johnny from a long, long time. Probably in a year and a half. And I can just, I think I got 4 or 5 of these from her. She was selling stuff that she wanted to get rid of. This is kind of a pinkish color. And it's got, yeah, it's got to be pressed. I'm not going to use that. But I'm glad I got that out because that'll work for the trees. And yeah, these are butterflies. This type of fabric is hard to stitch on, I have to say. It's pretty hard to stitch on. But I'm sure I just don't have it out here. I didn't think about white clouds. I don't know if I'll have room for, but I'm sure I have some white, thin white fabric. But I think this is more of a teal color than a pretty blue that you guys see. This is more the true blue back here. So what I want to do though, I'm just showing you the fabrics that I pulled. What I want to do is grab a piece of paper and do the design here. So I'll just put those up there. So as I said, my pages are about 4 1/4. 4 1/2 is getting a little bit too large. Let me grab a pencil here. 4 1/4 is there. And there. Do I need to tip my camera? No, if I just, yeah, hold on. Which way do I, maybe I just need to zoom out a little. How is that? A little better. I want to kind of plan this page out. Rather, I don't really plan this way when I do my slow stitching, but on this one I want to, because I know if I don't, my house will be too humongous for my page. I'm trying to figure out how to do the shape of this house in such a small area. I could do it landscape, but most of my pages are I'm going to turn this over and do it sideways here. Sorry about that, because I'll probably put this in a journal once I get it done and planned out. 4 1/4 there. Four and a fourth here, and about 7 1/4. It's hard to see the fourth on that one. That's fifths, those aren't fourths. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. These marks here, instead of being, it's weird, they have 5 spaces in there instead of that's really weird. I'm going back to my other ruler. Instead of 4. These only have 4. 1 2 3 4. That's weird. They have it marked off in fifths instead of fourths there. 1 2 3. Well, that one's a fourth, but these others were 5. 1 2 3. I'm going to this ruler. It's harder to see it, but I think it's more accurate. All right, so from here to here, and I don't have to be perfectly accurate. I just have to mark off the area here. So in this area, right in here, is where I'm going to have my house. That's about the size of my stitch journal. The page itself is a little bit wider, but this is what I put down on the page. So the house, now I'm going to do some sketching. Maybe I should do it in ink so you guys can see. The house, our house, let's see, if I have grass in here, I have the walnut tree over here. The house right in here, right there, and the front porch kind of sits at an angle like this, and then it has a porch area to it. But see, now I've already going to have tiny doors here, because it has this porch area. It has a window here and a window here. It also has another window over here, and this is the window where I sit my recliners, right in there. So it has the roof here. So you can see I'm going to have little pieces, and I might just, these windows, I might use wide white thread to mark off my windows here, because they're going to be awfully tiny. The house itself is going to be pretty small. And then this is the edge of the house. And then up here, probably over a little, it's got a kind of like a little dormer window like this, I believe. Kind of comes down like that. And then there's 3 windows up here. 1, 2, 3 up in there. I'm just getting an idea. But we still have the porch coming. Let's see, this slants down this way, this slants down this way, this comes up, and it kind of has a roof that you can't see going there, and then like that. Comes up that way, like that. And then the porch starts at an angle here, and our front door is at an angle, which is weird, but it is. And then there's a little terrace here, and a little steps going there. I'm just kind of getting an idea of what our house looks like. What I'll probably do is cut this whole shape of this house out of one piece of fabric, and then do all the little applique and stitching on it to make it look like a house. And then the porch comes down this way. There's a door, let's see, and it kind of comes like this, the porch. The door's right in here. And this area in here, I'm going to have to go outside and see how that works. I'm a little fuzzy about what happens in there. But this is the door, and this is cement, and then it's got a little ledge there, and then it has, well, this door should be over a little more, because it has these little brick pieces here, and this is where I hang. See, and I'm already, well, I'm not quite there yet. This is where I have my shepherd's hooks here, and I have hanging petunias in there. So this porch comes sort of like that, and there's sort of like, and then there's another brick wall over here, like that. The walnut tree is out here on the corner, but I'm going to put it behind our house because I'd have to move this way up and I'd have all this space empty in there. So I'm going to put the walnut tree, with the lightning hit the walnut tree. Let's see. I don't think this roof comes all the way down. There's another, our house, this comes up, and my brother's has a room in there. It slants this way. I think that's what happens. I'm going to have this area I'm fuzzy about. I'm fuzzy how it looks in there. But I think it goes something like that. See, this is why I wanted to draw it out before I started getting my material. And the roof has, you know, it's just a flat roof. And we got a porch swing in there. This is where I sit out on the porch swing, is right in there. And we generally have flowers in that. There's a lot of vines going on in here. But I was going to take that green fabric, that green floral, and put in there for the lawn. But I can't make that house much larger. If I make it any larger, it will expand out. I'd like to have more up in here. But I could put walnuts. And I want to get the holly. I could put the hollyhocks in here. The hollyhocks and the walnut tree are really out here on the curve. But because of the shape of my fabric, I'm not going to get. I'm just putting some hollyhocks in there. I kind of liking that. And then the tree out over here. We do have a tree out here, right about in here. There is a tree in here, but it's not a walnut tree. But yeah, I think, and then I could get some clouds in there. Hold on, what did I knock off? I'm always knocking stuff off with my hand here. I don't know where it went. I guess I knocked that pin off, I think. So, that's kind of how I want my house to look. And this is going to be blue fabric. Yeah, I think, okay. I think this in here, I'm kind of fuzzy about how this roof goes. I know it meets, probably meets there, probably meets down here further and goes over there. Let's see. So from here to over to here is 2.5 inches. I'm gonna see if I can't do my house a little better. 2.5 inches. Right there. From here to the porch is about 1 and, well, these are weird. Weird 1, 2. Weird markings on this ruler. Bothers me. I don't think they have good markings on this ruler. 1.5. One and a half to there. Let me draw a little line up here. So from the side of my house, to the point of my roof that I have there is 1 inch. And from the point of the roof to there is 2 inches. So let's go in 1 inch and up 2 inches. 2 inches, Mary, which would be right there for the point of my roof. Now this is the side of the house here. I should make the point of that roof even with the door, but then I don't have enough room for my windows. So my door I have going in about 1/2 inch. So I have a little door coming up. My roof line is 1 inch up. So my roof line is there. Now I'm going to go to pencil now because I messed this area up. So there's my roof line right here. And I have a window here. And the window's a really kind of a large picture window. So let's make it a little larger. Here, this kind of goes into the dining room. And let's make the door a little taller. And then there's a smaller window over here. It's not a big, large window. And then over to here is another, well, I'd have to say it's a larger window. So I'm going to move this over a little more to there. So we're going to make all those windows on the same, like that. And I could probably bring my roof line down a little. Now I may put a spot of fabric on there for the window and the doors, but I would see myself stitching these in on my blue fabric. So now I have this roof line going up. This is the point of my roof up here. We have a little dormer in here. But I think I'm going to move that point of that roof over a little, because I think I'll move it. The dormer probably comes in here like this. The roof line probably comes up. More like that. And then there's a set of 3 windows in here. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And this probably comes up like that. This probably goes back, but now I think there's a roof line that comes down here like this, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm not sure what's happening in there. I don't know if it goes clear up to there, or I'm gonna have to go outside and look at the house, because I think this now is getting too small in here. This probably goes clear on up to here. Maybe that's a little smaller in there. So this probably comes up and this probably comes down. And there's probably, that roof line probably ends right there. And this, I'm just imagining what may happen here. I'll have to go out and look. And then there's probably a wall there, I would think. Except for this comes up. This probably comes over. I'd have to go outside and look. I may be way off, but I know my brother has a room. Well, maybe this goes up higher. This part in here confuses me. I know my brother has a room over here, and it's at an angle, so you can't see it much. It's at an angle, like that. And it comes down like this. This probably meets right in here, I would think. That looks more realistic to me. It's kind of like a little cottage. And then the roof, the porch is over in here. So it probably comes here and goes off like that. And of course, this probably comes over a little more. I'm scribbling. I'm trying to figure out the house without going out and looking at it. So we're going to call that the porch. And the door itself sits at an angle. And then there's wall that goes back this way. So the door's kind of weird. And the steps are at an angle. So I'm glad I got an eraser out, because this part is bothering me. Let's do the steps. So this comes here. The steps are at an angle, and then it has a little brick pieces that come out this way. And I got to make sure that my house is not going to get too big for my page. What time is it? 8:33. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, because you know it doesn't have to be exact. I'm struggling now to get this in there. Let's see. I think I'll make the brick porch a little bit closer in there. the brick wall. And it extends out. And then there are steps here. And then there's another brick piece here. And these are pretty wide, wider than what I have them. But that's okay. And then the porch comes off this way, like so. And the house is there. And you can't see it, but there'll be a porch swing there. Probably won't get it in. And this probably comes down like that now. And my brother's room is right. He's got a room that he keeps all his fishing and hunting and camping and whatever in here. I have this room, and then this room over here is kind of a storage room, and it's got a really cute little bathroom on the other side. Got 3 rooms up there. And then his bedrooms, well, this is the dining room, but see, this house could come out a little more because he's got a bedroom in here. So my house is not true to fact. It's a little bit wider. Can I make it any wider? I don't think so. Maybe just a teeny bit. Maybe just a teensy bit wider. And we'll put his window right in there. And of course it's not that small of a bedroom, but so from here to over to here is 3 and, well, for there is 3 1/4. So almost 3 1/4. And my page is 4 1/4, which means I can have a 1/2 inch on each side. So I think I'm okay. And I could probably make this a little larger now. Move it over a little. Move it over to here. Bring that up there, which makes the point right above that door, which makes more sense to me. Make that point to that roof. Coming down like that. And move this over. And put my window in there. There. It looks better to me. And then this goes out, it comes down, and I think these 2 roofs meet. And this probably meets in here. And that makes sense because this bedroom needs a wall. That's probably how it goes. Something like that. I'm not sure about this area, but that's how it's going to look. So what I want to do, the reason I'm doing all of this is I'm going to cut a piece of that blue fabric this shape. Let me do it with a Sharpie. If I can find it. Come on, I need a Sharpie. Oh, I threw one off on the floor here, right here. Not a Sharpie, a pen plus gear. So I'm going to cut a piece of fabric. And the little porch thing I'll put on separate. This shape here. And I don't know, the porch I don't think, let's see, I think I'll put the porch on separately too, because it'll be cement, and I'll need the roof. So maybe I'll cut my fabric like that. And then, you know, the porch I won't cut out of that. Otherwise, I'll be cutting pieces out of there. So, maybe I'll cut this a little down. I think that was good. Now, I'm going to actually cut this piece out. If I can find my little scissors. I gotta watch my time. It's 20 till 9. And I'm gonna whack it there. And this will probably go in my journal for planning purposes. And so this, I'm gonna cut like this. And the porch I'm going to leave, except for the roof. I'm going to cut the roof out. And I actually want to cut a little piece that way. Now, this may not be completely true to how the house is, but it's pretty similar. It's enough to remind me. And I'm going to leave a little, probably end up taking it off, but so put these two together for now. That's my house. So now what I want to do is go back to my fabric, and I'm going to cut a 4 1/4 by, or cut or tear. This is going to be the background, the base fabric. This won't show. But when you stitch, because we don't put this in a hoop, it's nice to have a base fabric. It kind of gives you a little bit more sturdiness to stitch on rather than just one single piece. And let's see, is this 4 1/4 here? Yeah, let's tear it at. Now I'll just use this. 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 1/4. I'm going to mark it right in there. And I'm going to tear down. I left a little extra because of my measuring. Let's see. Yeah, that's about 4 1/4. That's, like I said, my measuring. So I now need to go down about 7 1/4. Oh, well, that curves out. I might have to straighten that out a little. I might cut this piece off here. Let me, because I don't like how that curves. See if I can't tear it straight. There, it's a little better. And let's tear this down a little more. And I need this at 7 1/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4. I'm going to make it 7 1/2, just because I can always trim off, but I can't always put back. So that's my base. I can put this white away. That's all I wanted from this fabric. Some muslin. I don't know where I got it, but probably in one of the, probably from Pearl. Now, I want my blue for the sky. And I'm not sure how far down. It won't go all the way down. But I could put it all the way down to build the bulk, but I don't want to get it too bulky in there. So let's just trim this. It's just about at the right height. Let's trim it at 4 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4 And make it just a teeny bit. I always make it a teeny bit larger because, you know, I'm kind of eyeballing this, and I'd rather eyeball large than small. So this will go on here for the sky. So that's my sky, and I'll probably have to trim it off or even just leave it. It's fine that way. And I have, this is the back of that placemat that I got from Pearl that I made that journal cover out of. And it's all falling now. This is going to be my grass. So let me just tear a piece off of this. And maybe I'll just make it the same height if I ever want another page. It's fairly long. Fairly wide, I mean. It's about 1 yard wide. And let's cut this at 4 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't, like I said, I always go a little bit wider because I eyeball this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'll mark it at 4 1/2. Because I can always cut off. And me snip it there. And I'm going to snip clear down the yard. And see, already it's not fitting, but I could fit it this way. That's what I'm going to do. That works. So let's cut this. I didn't cut it, snip it enough. So that we're going to put this like this. So there's the grass. This is left over. This is left over. These will go in my box of scraps. Pieces. This will make a nice background for a postcard or something. So those are leftovers. Let me fold up my green because it's huge. And I'm not getting it on the same fold lines, but it's okay. So now I'm going to do the house. And I'm going to pin that. See, that fits in there pretty good. Pretty good figuring. Now the house is going to be a solid blue, but I'm going to go in and put in the windows and doors and everything. And I even have room for my trees and my hollyhocks. Might put the hollyhocks over here. And we'll see what I want to put over there. Probably some more flowers, a little sidewalk. I could, if I move this down, well, no, I don't like, well, yeah, I could move it down just a little. See, I've got all this space, but we'll see. I'm liking it. Let's get out my blue fabric for the house. What time is it? It's 8:47. I have to watch my time. This fabric, because it's a sheet, it tends to kind of curl. I don't know. We'll see. Where's my scissors? I might have to go to a different fabric for my house, but I like this because our house is not this dark of a blue. It's kind of a gray blue. But I didn't really have the house is probably more this color. So I could put this on here and make my sky a darker blue. I've got this left over here. I could make my sky a darker blue because I'm afraid what's going to happen with this thinner fabric, it's going to curl up when I cut this shape. I don't think it's going to hold the shape. So I'm going to change my thinking here because I'm going to have that light green on there and white clouds. I think a darker blue would be okay, and make the house out of this, which will hold the shape of the house better. And let's see, the green comes here, so let's cut this out. Let's just measure it here against this. Measure it on this side, it's straighter. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm kind of working on getting this done. So I'm not really following chat, but I want to welcome you all in. Today is Tuesday. I think Lori Paint Girly is on next. Stacy Catitude is on. Beth Schuler will be on later tonight. Let me stop and look for my Tuesday streams. Does Lena stream on Tuesday? I got Friday noon for her. Devin is Wednesday. Beth Schuler tonight at 6 p.m. of course. Kelly Rawson at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Stacy Catitude at 10 Eastern. Kathy Arbor, I have her at 1 p.m. Eastern. Paint Girly. Oh, I've got her on Thursday, not Tuesday. Are you on this after? Are you? Oh, Kathy Berg and Colleen. Kathy Berg and Colleen are on today at 9, not Paint Girly. Sorry. And Dusty Unicorn at 10 a.m. Pacific. And I think that does it for Tuesday. I'm going to have to straighten that list out. It's just something I haven't got to yet. It doesn't quite, it's a little under, but it'll be okay, I think. So I'm going to make the dark blue my sky. See, it kind of wrinkles up on me, this dark blue does. It's a sheet fabric sheet, and it's really a soft fabric, but it tends to curl. And then I'm going to put my grass down here. And then out of this, we're going to cut the house. Because the house is more this color. And of course, we've got the garage back there, but I'll never get that on there. I could if I did it in landscape, but I don't want to turn my journal. So let me pin this on. Penelope, do you have enough pins for me? Because I don't know, Mary, you keep taking them. It's awful close up to the top. I could just draw around it rather than trying to cut. Let me do it this way because I'll have ink lines. And then when I flip it over, it'll be the right way. I'm getting it pretty good. This is what's going to be weird, but I wanted that roof line. It'll be a wonky house. I kind of like this house. I like the shape of it. I like the rooms. I like to have a little bit more control over the painting of the walls. But it's not my house. It's my brother's house. I would paint the kitchen a pretty mustard yellow, make a French country kitchen, and he doesn't know what French country is. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Now I'm going to turn that upside down because I got the, this is the back side view of it. So I got 5 minutes here, but I think I've made a lot of leeway on this. Let's see. I covered my box with tissue paper. I worked in my art journal. What else did I do today? Stop. That's all I've done? Well, I did several pages in my art journal, and covering that box I had a lot of manipulating to do. I wanted to cut out of that antique book, but I didn't get that. This kind of comes up a little here, Mary. Kind of messed that. Let's see what I've done here. I might have to shape that up a little more. But let's see. Let's just finish, Mary. It gets a little hard to cut when it gets smaller. Oh, let's see. It goes like that. Yeah, that's gonna work for me, I think. Now, we'll turn it around this way, and the house goes in there. Now, I'll probably outline it with white thread, so you see the features a little bit more. Let's see, it'll go. That's pretty good. But if I do a white thread up in here, you'll see it, and the roof line. The roof is a dark gray, but I don't know. Now I'm kind of rethinking this blue. It needs to be a brighter blue. than what I have on the back, so I might look for a brighter blue. Or maybe I could take this. Oh, where did I put that green? Did I put it back in the... that green that Lori said would make nice clouds? I might have put it back in the sack. It looks brighter to you than it does. The light hits it better. It looks brighter to you than it does to me, I think. I've got this floral, which is it's still a dark blue, but it's got flowers. How would this look? I kind of like that in the background. I'm missing some fabric. I'm missing my tree fabric. Well, I can't. It's getting time to quit, Meri. I can't find my pieces that I had out. So I'll have to finish this. I'll have to finish it another time. Oh, here's that. This is what I was looking for. See, I was thinking I could put this. It's more of a green. No, I don't like that at all. I like this better. I think I'll take this off and cut this. I like that. So I'll just, this won't go to waste. None of this will go to waste. This is just not doing it for me here. So what I want to do here is, I like this. It's my house. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:01. I've got to quit. Thank you guys for coming. This is Gigi, Becky, Angie. I see Eddie out there. Hi, Eddie. Thank you for popping in, everybody. Kathy Berg and Colleen are on. I've got to sign off. Thank you guys for sharing your Tuesday morning with me. Bye, everybody.